Charles is back. Huzzah. Okay. I am completely mystified at my inability to rediscover this item that I found. It increases rot and build-up and such. I know I got it. And now I can't find it. But, yeah, I'll find it eventually. Maybe. That's weird, man. I remember being like, oh yeah, so you raise arcane and both poison and rot go up. Oh well. Golden Guy, now is your time to away. Thank you for attempting to satisfy my curiosity, Charles. Good luck on your sickly adventures. Thank you, Golden Guy. Sorry that you had all my time with you today was spent searching for something that I couldn't find. That's pathetic. Oh well. Detrianon, thank you for the warm welcome. Taking a break from VIC 3 for now. Very well, very well. Ah, so we have not yet completed this place. Very well. Into the Starforged. I feel like we've done this. Oh, I guess not. No. Into the Starforged, then. Off we go. More smithing stones than we know what to do with. Oh. These guys. Misbegotten. Very nice. Yeah, I guess I shall put on... What was this again? Raises Arcane. Yeah. An awesome thing. Yeah, my brain is so shattered from this cold I can barely think. Probably why I couldn't find the item I was thinking of. Hello, what does this do? I think I know what it does. Before we do it, though... Ooh, Smith's Script Spear. That means we can probably throw the spear. One shot. Yeah, let's just get all of these before opening that thing up. I don't know that it will cause this place to be completely inaccessible, but might. I want to see what this does to this fellow. Do believe he's down there for a trap. For the purpose of showing off this trap. Oh, it's just a door. Okay. Never mind. Oh, never mind. It is actually a trap. Ah. Huge problems in the game. The massive expansion of my military is making you bankrupt. Oh no! Have to get a better economy, I guess. Did he go and kill whatever was causing that? Maybe. I didn't need to do that, but I thought it would be cool. What was causing that? Don't know. Oh, pretty. Do need a better economy. I see that guy. I need more throwables. Hit them when they're weakest. Yeah, where they're weakest. They have that in every single one of these forges, so that if you haven't seen any of the others, you'll see it here. Whoa. Whoops. Perfect. Very good. Oh man. Oh! The lighting is so cool. Finally getting into the game, friends. Finally getting into the game. After all this time. But you know me, I get distracted very easily and go off on tangents and all of that. Definitely not here for pro gameplay. Even if I do try sometimes. How were the days when you weren't streaming? Pretty miserable, but... What is that? Oh, it's one of those magma things. There, of course. All of the ambushes, all of the time. Mr. Bond's going off on tangent. Says he's jelly, they get out in the sun. What a... what a sentence. Mr. Bond's. Yeah, I go off on those tangents. Because I can't get tan. Had nothing better. Sorry. That was quite a complex series of jokes in one sentence, my friend. No worries. Okay. Ooh. Using the good old people's elbow. Sorry to hear it, Charles. Yeah. Couldn't really do much, although July 4th was amazing. What a lovely time that was. The entire... Not only the entire block, but the entire neighborhood where I live had like thousands of dollars. Every other house had like thousands and thousands of dollars worth of fireworks just going off all night. When I say all night, I mean all night. So between like 4 o'clock p.m. all the way to 1 a.m., there were massive, like show-stopping fireworks going off in the sky. It was amazing. It was incredible. Tons of smoke going through the streets. Children with sparklers everywhere, celebrating freedom, exactly. We're in freedom country here, friends. And I love it. I love it. First time I came here from Colorado, Colorado is very mild, both in its patriotism and in its usage of fireworks. Yeah, government overreach there is quite hefty now. And it was better when I lived there, but they still disallowed fireworks in most places due to fire hazards. I'd never heard, and still haven't heard, of any fireworks causing fires in Colorado to this day, but they make it illegal anyway.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you for the fabulous Frabjous follow, Dino Chicken Nugs. Appreciate both your name and your followage. Ow! Oh my gosh. Ah. Nope. But yeah, when I first came from Colorado, where all we could do was like sparklers and little smoke grenades in the privacy of our own home. And people still do fireworks in Colorado, even though it is technically illegal. God bless them. So coming over here from there, and our first 4th of July, being like literally 1776 in the streets, we were terrified, honestly. We were like, what is going on? There are literal cannons going off everywhere. We had no context for that. We'd never experienced anything so insane. But we've gone to fireworks shows, but having multiple, like, homes and families in our area that had the money to do full fireworks shows themselves, all going off at once, was literally terrifying. Like, you could very easily lose your hearing on those evenings. 4th of July and New Year's. It was insane. To us. It was terrifying, really. It was scary. I was frightened. You could feel the ground thumping. The house was shaking. It was wild. But I've gotten used to it and come to appreciate it, as during COVID, you couldn't really get easy access to fireworks without going out and buying them. So, the COVID years were very quiet comparatively, and I learned to miss it, having any fireworks during 4th of July or New Year's. It did happen, but very, very much less. So, usually are vandals who provoke the initial fires. It's true, Petit Trinon. It's every single time, and there were many fires that I lived through and experienced myself in Colorado. But none of them were caused by fireworks. It was always one of two things: cigarette butts or literal arson. Nothing else. Nothing else. And yet everyone's like, you cannot use sparklers anywhere within the city limits, or else you will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. And it's like, why? Why though? You're blaming fireworks for something that fireworks have never done. It's complete injustice against fireworks. Yeah, but then they blame climate change because they believe the vandals and criminals are victims of society. What? I think it's better to have this energy and never not this festive spirit. I agree. Heck, even if fireworks did cause fires, I don't think that's a good call to make them illegal. Just like, put out more things saying how you need to be careful about it. Simple as that. Come on. Did we get what we came for? We did get a new talisman, I believe. Yep. A talisman depicting an ancient smithing hammer, inscribed with the smith script, enhances weapon throwing attacks. In ancient times, smithing was a divine act, and blacksmiths interpreted the script they perceived in the wrinkles of molten steel to imbue weapons with souls. Souls? It's just a Dark Souls reference, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my gosh. There it is. There is the Souls reference right there. It's just Dark Souls. If ever I doubted that there was a connection, I need doubt no more. Oh my gosh. So, hold on, this is where I got that item. Yes. Yes, this is where I came from, yeah. Yep. Okay. Here in Brazil, the fires are usually caused by sugarcane farmers and cattle ranchers opening fields for farming. Here in the Amazon, those fires rose by 500% since the current far-left president came to power, but the intellectual elites are silent. Interesting. How does that make any sense? How does that work? Wait a minute, did I miss something? No. Wait. No. Okay. I should have something to throw on me. Maybe I should use the javelin. What are one of the best Smith script throwables? 131 damage for the Smith script axe. 141 for the Smith script great hammer. I don't think that will reach, though. The Smith script spear, which we've never read. Engraved with the Smith script, a throwing weapon created through the smithing arts. Execute a strong attack, a dashing strong attack, or a mounted strong attack to throw the spear. I'm gonna try that, yeah, I'm gonna try that. Oops. Well, that works too. I have to actually two-hand the darn thing. Yeah, oh. That's nice already, I haven't even upgraded it. That is lovely. That is lovely. I like it. The issue is never the issue, but the revolution. The revolution! Like, in order to harvest sugarcane, you need to burn the fields first in some more traditional cultivations. Yeah, I don't think that's any more necessary in current day, with more modern ways of doing it. Yeah, more modern production methods do not need to burn the fields. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's wild. I don't get it. wondering, why isn't that happening? There we go. At the end of the day, many fires are caused by chronic mismanagement and misplaced climate activism. Makes sense. Isn't it bizarre? Fires caused by climate activism. That is so ironic. Living stone 6, thank you. Gas stone, I've never used those. But okay. Will there ever be a secret area in this entire DLC? Are we back at the beginning? I did not remember there being a guy there. But it looks like we are back at the beginning. I suppose this is what we need to do in order to open up the leftmost door. It is bizarre. Ayn Rand wrote a whole novel on the consequences of good intentions, her most famous work, Atlas Shrugged. Yes. Yes. I mean, good intentions still need to be backed by wise work. Just because it's good and well-intentioned does not justify every action. I don't think that... Ooh, Smith script, sir! I don't think that justifies some of the extents of Ayn Rand's conclusions. Still need to have good intentions. Good intentions can actually merit good results. Don't need to throw that out. Okay. I'm snoozing as many ads as possible, friends. Okay, yeah, these two again. Few dangerous run-ins with fireworks have never been because of me. Always made sure that I was safe in doing it, but the other times a few people made a base for the firework, but they didn't put it down far enough. Fell over, started shooting at bystanders and houses. Had to run toward it and kick it into the park nearby so it wouldn't hit a family. Yeah, usually the problems that fireworks cause are injuries to humans. But not causing fires, ironically. Oh, I thought that would work. Seven. Well, this is annoying. Oh. Greetings and salutations, Aroha. Welcome back to the chill channel of Charles.
Oh, hi.
Good to see that returning viewership. How do you do on this marvelous Monday? Man, that delay. Holy crap. There we go, that's one down. Oh, I forgot about that. These guys are fun to fight, they are different. Oh, my own delayed attack. Important to say, I'm not saying the fireworks are harmless or anything out of the sort. True. True. Yeah, people have gotten really burnt and hurt that I've known. But never really caused fires outside of the people they harmed. And it's always just idiocy that causes it. That's a hole. I'm sure if I were online there would be dozens of messages here saying, jump! Treasure ahead. Something like that. I'm... Alright, I'm gonna do it. For you, 'tis the day of Tuesday. Ah, happy Tuesday, Aroha. Happy Tuesday to you. Wherever you are, wherever you may be, a good day. Hop it! Yeah, That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Experimentation is necessary. So happy you are here today. Thank God for providing you with the health to come. I have a friend to chat with this afternoon. Yes! Very glad to be here too. I do enjoy speaking with you all. Watching a video on the absolute decline of Roman art in its late days. Tragic. By the 7th century, they stopped sculpting statues altogether as sculpture was deemed as a pagan practice. That's why? That's why? I mean, I can definitely see that. But, yeah, quite the overreach. Quite the church overreach. Of course, the church could make their own Christian sculptures, but nobody else could, right? Yeah. The irony and the hypocrisy of the early church age and Roman Empire and Holy Roman Empire is just very upsetting as a Christian myself. But of course, God never called for a Holy Roman Empire. The Bible, Jesus Christ, I think quite the opposite is true. Decentralization is what the apostles spoke on, basically. Ad starts in 1 minute, ladies and gentlemen. Be prepared. How art thou this day? Thank you for asking, Aloha. I am quite ill. My throat, I am better than I was over the weekend. I got a cold. Still dealing with it. But I'm glad to be here, glad to be streaming. Yes, I'm quite exhausted. Throat filled with phlegm. But other than that, I am well. I'm guessing that's the only thing in this area left. It did lead us back to the beginning. Why not, though? Why can't we leave yet? Via teleport. Usually, once you've found the thing that you came for, you can now teleport. Alright, ad starts in 3, 2, 1, go! We'll be right back, friends, for those who are following and not subscribed. Happy Christianity could move away from those more fundamentalist branches. Like we talked about this earlier with the same mistake the Islamic and Judaic commit. Yes. And the funny thing is, while it's called fundamentalism, it's not actually fundamental to the actual scriptures and teachings that were fundamental to the religion of Christianity, that caused the iconoclasm and things like it. It's just that the more legalistic, the more fundamentalist you are perceived as being, right? And usually legalists call themselves fundamentalist because it's like, we just care about the most important things, the main and plain. And it's like, well, it doesn't say any of those things that you are saying people need not to do in the Bible. Obviously, there are some sins that need to be guarded against. People need to know, but judge not lest you be judged, you know? You who tell people not to do things, do you do those same things yourself? That was something Jesus said. And yet, people are just like, you shouldn't do those things that we Christians get to do because you're not doing it in a Christian fashion. Well, they're not a Christian. They can't be held to the same account. Anyway. Hope that thou art soon restored to health. Amen to that. Hurrah. Thank you for the prayers. The well wishes. Person that sees much value in art in general, also this is my bias, I think great cultural achievements were lost. Truly. Truly. And many of those ended up being Christian things that were destroyed in the iconoclasm as well. Like Catholic imagery and crosses and crucifixes that were put up to celebrate people who actually did things that I think God would approve of. Again, Jesus Christ spoke about how the Pharisees did similar things, trying to protect the scriptures and protect the commandments while themselves also breaking them. Yeah, we've made it through here. We get everything. Yeah, I believe we did. Here! And a lot of people that claim they're Christians present company excluded tend to be very full of hypocrisy. Yeah, well, it's just too easy. If the foundations are destroyed, how can anything stand, you know? And the foundations of Christianity are not, be ye perfect, but rather, obey God. So what is it you need to obey? And it's generally not persecuting people. You know? And that's the thing, is that there are very few actual Christians out there. There are people who will say that they are, but the actions speak louder than words. And words also speak volumes, you know? Yeah, Pharisaistic, really. Pharisaic. All this just reminds me of Titus. Titus. Yes. How specifically, Mr. Bonds? Cannot think of the history of Titus at the moment. Do regale us with the history of Titus. It's like I'm missing something, but I'm not finding anything. There wasn't a way through in that room either. that body. This is the beginning again. No, it's not. Man, the fact that they sometimes mirror rooms is very confusing. On purpose. I hate it. Oh my gosh, we're back at the beginning. Yeah, I don't think there's anything more to find. Usually they give you a couple of items and that's it in these forges. But okay, let's just once more look through every room and then we'll carry on. For these, excuse me. Mr. Bond says, Titus 1:10, for there are many who are insubordinate, empty talkers and deceivers, especially those of the circumcision party. Yeah. Yep. Well, it's a lot like Peter, you know, when Paul called him out as well. Peter was the first to say that the Gentiles should be able to eat with the Jews and eat whatever they want, and the Jews should be able to eat whatever they want if they are in a Christian with a good heart, good intentions. Whereas the circumcision was saying you have to eat only this and that, and blah blah blah. And the Jews had followed the law of God in the Old Testament, you know, only eat things that are clean unto you. And then God said, hey, all those things that I said weren't clean, they are now clean to you. In other words, all of the Gentiles are accepted as Jews now. Into the kingdom of heaven, specifically. And he himself played the hypocrite in that whenever the Jews were around, he ate as the Jews did, but whenever the... Oh, here we go. I never found this room. But whenever the Gentiles were around, he ate whatever he wanted. Like, well, which is it? And that was a matter that Paul took him to task on. Consistency in the teaching. They profess to know God, but they deny him by their works. They are detestable, disobedient, unfit for any good work. Exactly. Mr. Bonds. The Bible speaks about hypocrisy more so than I think anyone else does. And yet the world calls out Christians for hypocrisy more than anyone else. Not to say that a lot of Christians aren't hypocritical, but not due to Christianity that people are hypocritical. Indeed, it's in denial of it that people end up in hypocrisy. I guess I have been everywhere, but what the heck? I see no other way to go. There wasn't a massive forge thing here, like there usually is. But I did find several items. I guess I should be fine with moving on. Yeah? Like this used to, excuse me, this used to be the only way to get into this room, but now that we're here, we opened that up, made it into that room. Wait a minute. Oh, I see. We need to jump over there. Okay. Maybe. I'll try that. Watched an interview with Douglas Murray this morning, and it reminded me of here. You always pray for Israel, and Douglas Murray is very much an advocate for Israel. Excellent. I'm glad to hear that. Douglas Murray. I can't remember who that is at the moment. Pretty bad with names. Actors' names. Etc. Going back through. Hey, he wrote The Strange Death of Europe. The journalist, okay. We can't jump over there. Way too far. But there must be a way, right? There must be a way. Surely. Surely. I'm gonna just jump it and see what happens. Yeah! That's what I thought. Interesting. Mysterious. Okay, so there's nothing in here? Really? Huh. I think when they're actually doing what they're supposed to do, journalists can be amazing. Agreed. Agreed. Maybe there. Maybe there we can jump it. I wish you could jump up here. Mantling is another thing they need to add to the From Software catalog of abilities. Agreed, most journalists suck. I just watched a video, well no, it was an actual video on YouTube recently that told of an IGN article and video that they put out as to how to do PvP. And they put in the most cheesy, like, early level, like PvE focused builds that don't really work in PvP. With items that ended up getting nerfed. As a build. As a, like, guide. It was hilarious. Like, who made this? Someone who probably didn't actually play the game. How do you get over there? Maybe closing things actually causes other things to change that I'm unaware of. Oh. Oh, is that it? Oh. Oh. I think I got it. Interesting. There must be something good in there, or I'm going to be quite mad about it. But yes, good journalists these days are very hard to find. Far between. few and far between. They exist, but they generally are not in the usual, like, journalistic industry. Charles, you're a blessing in my life. Thank God for you. Thank God for you, Pete. Thank God for you. I always think of that whenever anyone says that, or I say it. But thank God for you too, Petit Trinon. I'm a fan of Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. Definitely. I'm also a chosen man, as you can see by the mug. The last episode of Season 4 of The Chosen came out this last week. And the last episode was very good. The best episodes of The Chosen are always the ones that have the most... I missed it again, didn't I? The most Bible in them. I made it. Made it! This is definitely like a Zelda puzzle. One that you wouldn't generally think of as a From Software thing to do. There it is. Found it! Ancient meteoric ore greatsword. Whoa! An ancient dragon smithing stone. Time to take a look. Ancient meteoric ore greatsword. Wow. What a name. One of the treasures of the ruined forges. Greatsword of ancient meteoric ore ending in a sharp point. Fashioned from an excavated shard of an arrowhead that once was a part of the old god's arsenal. Capable piercing weapon that excels at thrusting attacks. Unique skill, white light charge. Happy Timmy is raiding with a party of 5. Welcome, raiders, and thank you for the raid, Happy Timmy. Raid hype. Applause for the raiders. Welcome in one and all. My name is, of course, Charles Quasar Banks, the Chancellor of Chill, Champion of Chivalry, Christian content creator, and gaming gentleman of Twitch. How do you do, friends? You find me on a sick day. My voice is not what it usually is, so my apologies. But I hope you're all doing well. Thank you, Happy Timmy. Thank you. God bless each and every one of you. How are we all doing? We're playing some Elden Ring this evening and afternoon. I hope you're doing well. Do tell how you're doing. Ladies and gentlemen, Happy Timmy is a pastor from Canada, as I like to call it. Please do check out Happy Timmy when you have the time. Follow if you have the will, subscribe if you have the means. Husband, father, pastor, follower of Jesus, Canadian Chinese, family friendly. Yes, you're very welcome for the shout out as always. Reading and learning Bible every stream. Making a lot of progress in Bloodborne. Let's go! Where are you now? Also expecting a third kid. Let's go! Oh my gosh.
Let's go! Ba, 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 ba. Let's go! Ba, ba, ba.
Yes. Congratulations, Epitemi. I'm so glad, so proud.
A wizard is never late, Frodo Baggins.
5 looses.
Nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to.
Greetings and salutations, 5 looses. Welcome back to the chill channel of Charles and to a sick day of yours truly. How do you do, 5 looses? Honestly don't know where I'm at. I think just beat the blood-starved beast. Oh, in Old Yarnum? Is that where you are? Isn't late for his third child to come. True, 5 looses. True. A good gentlewoman. Good to see you, 5 looses. Always welcome here, each and every one of you. Yeah, congrats. Well, we're playing Elden Ring today, as I'm a bit under the weather vocally. I don't want to overdo it. Instead, I'm just playing the game, instead of doing Bible reading today. My apologies. We will pick up with the Song of Solomon chapter, Job reading, and Psalm of the Day, and Prayer of the Day next time. I am praying for all of those who have prayer requests in the Discord. If any of you have prayer requests outstanding that you would like to be prayed over, please consider joining the Discord and putting your prayer requests into the prayer request section. Myself, including all of those prayer warriors in the Discord, will pray for you as well. Without further ado, let's try out this new weapon. nice stagger. Ooh, hold on. That's a very nice weapon. I haven't even upgraded it, and it's doing mighty fine damage. Smack 'em! Just holding a giant slab of rock. Wow. Very effective. 154 damage, physical, and 46 base magic damage. Does not scale in int. As strange as that is. Scales in arcane. How odd. How odd. Oh, additional power input causes the light to explode. Yeah, we have to try that. We have to try that. Should pray for dear Alan Theus, that is struggling with some issues these days. Oh, is he? Yes, we should. Yes, we should. Ah, that means you may quit streaming in 2025 temporarily. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Timmy, but I'm so glad that you're doing that, because, you know, family's much more important than games or streaming. Oh, I see. There are some people that you know, need to hear that message, then. Streaming and games, if you're able to provide for your family, definitely one of the things that go away first, for the sake of the family. Very much a stabbing weapon, interestingly enough. It is shaped like it. Get out of the sky. That is a very cool weapon. Oh my. Oh wow. Probably going to be doing way more damage than my previous weapon, as much as I love it. He's scaling in strength at +10. Descaling and everything, so maybe pretty bad scaling. But wow. What a weapon. What a weapon. But yes, God bless ErdtreeDLC and his new child with all the strength and power of God. In Jesus' name. Yes, hope you may balance everything as it goes, yes. Only get back to streaming if it is indeed convenient for yourself and family. Alan Theus had to quit streaming for now, mostly financial hits home, because I'm also the same. Ooh, I'm sorry to hear it. Very sorry to hear it. But yeah, a lot of people going through financial issues. Us here in America are waiting, holding out for a hero at the end of the night. Whoa, the Scadutry. The end of this year may be the end of at least some financial pressures, at least from the government. If indeed Donald Trump gets in and lightens the tax load, which I think is the only way, then anything will improve economically for anyone. Hopefully, Donald Trump actually does more than that. More than just taking away taxes from, you know, the proposed idea of no taxation on tips. Like, can we just get rid of certain types of taxes so that our taxes aren't as complicated every tax season? That'd be nice. That'd be nice. Yes. Congrats to ErdtreeDLC and family. Blessings to you, good sir. Amen to that. Amen to that. Hope he gets in. I was mostly impressed by his debate performance, yes. Well, like, with Biden, there's not much that you could do to not do a better job than him. Sadly. But, at the very least, Donald Trump's approval ratings are skyrocketing and Biden's going way down, so... And it seems like the Democrat Party are just going to keep him running. That's what Biden has been saying, so... Not very smart. That does indeed just clinch the win for Donald Trump, then. It's definitely a better thing. How much tax did Biden increase since 2020? I don't know. That would be an interesting number to find. Quite a lot. Quite a lot. And also giving a lot of that tax it was got from from the population taxes straight to Ukraine and other countries. Ukraine, Gaza, Iran, Iraq, etc. Many of our enemies as well, as Biden was wont to do in Donald Trump's presidency, doing all kinds of dealings with Russia that he told no one about, with America's money, got from Obama's presidency. Anyway. Oh. Yes, a good win and landslide like Reagan did in the 80s, sure hope so. I hope so as well. I pray that everything turns round. I think people are waking up to the insanity of modern-day politics. And that it's not the way people speak or present themselves that matters, it's what they do, and how they comport themselves in their actions that actually matters. Policy matters way more than talking points. Actually following through those policies matters more than what you say your policies are. So no matter how much someone cusses, like Donald Trump does, he'll be a better candidate than anyone the Democratic Party has in store. In the entire party. In fact, the entire Democratic Party has gone insane. Absolutely insane since Obama took office. And even before that, with the Clinton era. People are starting to realize that. What do we have here? Message from Leda. Ah, things have moved forward. Alright. Very good. Very good. Water sips. Very good, very grateful for your AC today with 87 Fahrenheit. Wow, yes. It is very hot today, isn't it? Not as hot as it has gone, but definitely grateful for AC as well, I am. Oh yeah, we didn't read this. I'm not going to read this with my voice, I'm just going to read it silently. You can read it along with, if you wish. As my throat is dying. Blind spot. Ah, same ability as the backward curved swords. Neat. Throwable with blind spot attack. Interesting. Very interesting. More what he didn't do, Biden. He could have used his leverage to take care of what he could to keep the economy scenario better. Well, honestly, what he didn't do is, like, everything good, and what he did do is insanely bad. Like, you cannot look at what Biden has done and say, oh, you know, it's not what he did do, but what he didn't do that matters. No, it's like, everything he has done has been bad for the country. His globalist policies, his environmentalism, the Paris Accords, the giving nuclear abilities to the Middle Eastern countries. It's terrible. Terrible. Like, there has been nothing that he has actually put into place that has been good for America. He's only done things that are bad for America. And the things that he hasn't done are just endless, what he could have done. Good. What's interesting is the Federal Reserve has printed money. Exactly. That's exactly what's going on. To keep the inflation rate normal, which tells you something about the actual inflation rate. Well, it doesn't work that way, right? The more you print money, the more the inflation rate increases, skyrockets. You are decreasing the value of money the more you print. The actual inflation rate is directly equivalent to the amount of money you print. So it's like, that is just absolutely ridiculous that they would say that that just printing money helps with inflation. Like, there's no sanity with that statement. It's like they printed money saying this will help the economy because people were complaining about inflation. And like, let's add more inflation. Yeah, that makes sense. Anyway, it's maddening. You have something to soothe your throat? I do have some cough drops. Probably put one in, pop one in. Honey is very good for the throat, very true. I heard recently that pickle vinegar is good for the throat. 29C, 84 here, yeah. Yeah, pretty close here, too. Tea for Charles' throat, yeah. Tea and cough drops. And you need to get. True, but they print the money to report the rate as lower than it really is. Okay, yeah, makes sense. Oh, it's insane. Also because a lot of people don't understand Economics 101. Generally, folks understand economics through talking points from dumb influencers, yeah. Well, and it's like, you know, is the government listening to dumb influencers? Because I would believe it, if that's where they're getting their ideas of how the economy should run. Because it is absolutely doing exactly what some quote-unquote dumb influencers say. Someone once described the government as printing 50k and then asking for 60k back. Yep. Like, let's print more money so that we have more money for the economy to grow. Let's give people money that we've printed and then increase the tax rate. So you create money that you also ask back from people because the inflation is too high. Yeah. Watched a video by Ben Shapiro, Why Rome Fell, one of the best videos I've seen on the matter. He was spot on. Whoa, the fog came in. He was spot on in his theories, could not disagree. Major point was interventionism and money debasement. Interesting. I have to watch that. Feel free to post that. I should have a political tastes section in my Discord. That'd be good. I know I haven't done much in this stream today than yap, but I need to get myself some tea and cough syrup. Cough drops. So I'll be right back after these quick messages for that. Sorry this is such a ramshackle stream today, friends. Name that Discord section Political Distaste. We could. Alright, be right back, friends. I love you. Actually, I'm gonna leave that on. Just so you can see the pretty graphics. Yeah. And the Skadu tree, if... and can't see it. No. Alright. Be right back.